We're going to do something a little different on this channel today, and we're going to talk about writing. I get questions about writing autopsy scenes from other authors, and we'll do a multi-part series on this topic. The first thing that must be addressed if you're going to write an autopsy scene is the setting. Where and when is this taking place? Is it a modern autopsy in a modern medical examiner's office, or is it a hospital autopsy, not a forensic autopsy? It's taking place in the 21st century, or is it historic? And if it's historic, who's doing it and by what means and where? Is this an autopsy that is being conducted by a barber surgeon in the 16th century and on a dining room table in the local magistrate's house or whatever? Or is this a futuristic autopsy and set in some deep space or dystopian future? Is there even personnel who can do it, or is somebody just making it up as they go, best they can? You want to write technique and setting and instruments and knowledge base around what is believable for that time and place. Now, it doesn't always have to be perfect, of course. And sometimes if you've decided on a plot and it comes to an autopsy and the historical accuracy has to be scrapped, it can just be that way. I remember years ago, somebody asked me to review their autopsy chapter in a novel they were writing. If I remember correctly, I think it was set in Baltimore in 1909, and I had to return that back to them with comments about what an autopsy was like back then, saying, what you wrote here undermines your entire plot. They were insisting they wanted it absolutely historically accurate. And to do that, they would have had to rewrite their entire plot. It was not going to work because the autopsy was so important to what was going on. And so you want to do your research first, learn a little about the history of medicine for the time and place that you're working in, and write that autopsy so that it is at least partially believable or fitting. You're not a forensic pathologist probably, so people will forgive you because your readers probably are not as well, but definitely hammer down the setting. And then in the next video, we're going to talk about the purpose of it.